everybody. Welcome to Mary's Craft Room at my new time, Sundays at 6 p.m. I hope everybody has had a great weekend. I know I did. Friday night I started out shopping with my granddaughter and her friend. My granddaughter Callie is 15, and we went to Janesville shopping and had a great time. And then yesterday I just did lots of finishing up decorating and cleaning of the house and crafting and just had a great time. And today I had a really nice class at our local, it's called Quick Nutrition. And she does teas and shakes and stuff like that. And we had a great time. We put together the birthday card kit organizer with Cameron and one of her teammates named Jackie, and we had a nice little business chat about how we do craft fairs and things like that. So it was really a great day. So tonight I want to feature the Cheers to the Season stamp set along with the Shining Christmas DSP, which I just loved. It was so pretty. It's all shiny and metallic on one side, and then it's plain on the other side. Now, when the new mini catalog came out and Cheers to the Season was in there, I knew it was one I had to get, because for the last few years, if you didn't know this, I've been making wine bottle holders, and I just thought this would be perfect for them. The stamps are pretty good sized, so they were a little bit bigger for my tags than I thought, but then I ran across on Pinterest, gotta love Pinterest, I ran across an idea for wine bottle tags that go around the neck of the wine bottle instead of the whole holder that I make. And they worked out perfectly. So I whipped these up before my last few craft fairs, and they were a huge hit. So I was really happy to try them out. And it's a great way to use up scraps and retired products that I have, so I don't have to use everything that's current, even though tonight I'm using some current stuff, but I'm going to be using some retired dies that I have, things, and so these show, this one is retired paper, the die that I use for this is retired, and these dies are retired. But you know what, guys, it's okay. This is a great way to use up some scrap paper. I just love it. So let's get started. I'm going to do 2 of them tonight. So I'm only using this DSP, the Shining Christmas, and it is just Cherry Cobbler and Mossy Meadow and Basic White. So I'm going to use those. And I just wanted to show you and give credit where credit is due. This is what I found on Pinterest, and it was featured by Cardamom by Jen Marango and Jen Marangano, something like that. And it's at www.cardamom.com. So I really appreciate that, and I always want to give credit where credit is due. All right, so the instructions are all on the back, and I'll be reading those off. So I'm going to put this off to the side, and we'll get started. So for the base, so I've done some of it already, but for the base, we're going to do 2 of them tonight. One in Mossy Meadow and one in Cherry Cobbler. Okay, so the basic dimensions for this are 8.5, so it's 8.5, so it's the top of your sheet, 8.5 by 3 1/4, and then you're going to score at 2.5. I'll put my score line there. And then you will take any kind of circle die or punch that you have, and this is approximately 1 5/8. And the set that I used, guys, that she also used, it's retired, but it was called a Celebration Tag Set. And it's got so many cool pieces in it that I just have not given this one up. And I used this particular circle one right here. And on some of the ones I did for the craft fairs, I used the snowflake also. Really cool. There's a rectangular shape. This makes a pocket. There's just all kinds of fun pieces on this one. So this is a die set I just couldn't give up. Dies I typically don't give up, and I will use them retired often, especially for my craft fair projects and my 3D projects. All right, so that's my celebrations tag dies. So I'll set those aside. You can see that I already punched those. So I'm going to put this back in here. Let's see, how does that one go? Like this. Store all of my dies on magnetic sheets. The ones that don't go with a stamp set, I store them on magnetic sheets, and then I have a bin for them. And I keep them alphabetically. Except for this one, because it's taller than all the rest. And so that one stays in the back. And I can't seem to get that back in. Oh, there we go. I see what's so wrong. Alrighty. Okay. So now I've got both of these done. And then the next thing I'm going to do is take our punch. And this is a current punch. It's called Very Best Trio. And I'm going to use this corner one right here. And I am going to punch each corner edge there. On the trio ones, did you know you use the heel of your hand and press in the middle? You don't go press down on there. You put equal pressure in the middle of the punch, and then it comes out perfect. So you slide this all the way in, and there you go. And we'll do all 4 corners. And it gives it such a nice finished edge on it. Nice decorative edge. And as long as I have this out, I'm going to go on and do the same thing to the designer series pieces that are going to lay on top. Okay? They'll go right on top like this, and their dimensions are 3 by 5 3/4. And we are only going to punch the bottom 2. Okay, and these 2. This paper is so cute. I'm trying to use up as much as I can. I'm trying to get better at that. I used to be such a hoarder when it came to designer series paper. Hi, Nancy. Oh, you should. You would love it for, you should get that punch. You would love it for your wine tag holders. It's perfect. It just gives it such a nice edge, doesn't it? And then this fits right on top. So we're going to put those down right away, okay? These are super easy to do. Nancy just did a class on them, and I'm actually doing a class next week, Monday. And one more week, they asked if they could do this. So we're going to do a class. They're going to do this, and they're going to use the treat dies and make candy kisses. Candy kiss treat dies. So they get to do whatever they want. It's kind of a fun Christmas class. There we go. Isn't that pretty on there with the cherry cobbler? The green just pops off of that one. Then on the Mossy Meadow, then I'm using this striped one. And so then you can see the other side is just matte. I prefer the shiny, especially for Christmas. I like the shiny stuff. It's so nice. It just gives it a lot of zhuzh, as I always say. All right, so let's put this one on here, and we're going to do 2 different designs on here. Okay, so now for this one, I am going to put Mossy Meadow, and I used the deckled dies. Love the deckled rectangle dies. All right, so I already used one and cut that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one from the bottom I used on there. And so I've already cut that out. So I'll set that aside. And then on a white scrap piece of paper is where I'm going to use cherry cobbler ink, and I'm going to use it on the cheers. Okay. Get my cherry cobbler ink out here. And on the big ones, I turn them upside down like this, and that's how I ink them up. so you can get everything on there. And then we will just press that down. And there we go. And it is a distinctive die, so it has different shading on it. Love it. And then I'm going to add a little extra to it. And I'm going to use these dots that come in the stamp set. Let's pull that out again for you. So there's this and that swoosh for a little extra background. And I'm going to do those in Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to stamp them off so they aren't super dark. And I just did it all the way around the glass when I did these. So I kind of was matching the paper. And now I ghosted it. So I don't like that. So we're going to do it again on the back side. Means I pressed too hard and I got a little extra on there that I really didn't want on there. So there's always two sides to the paper. Let's try again. I'm sure I can do it better. There we go. Got that. And let's try this again and not get so crazy. So just a gentle. Don't always have to press so hard. And I'm just following the glass. This is what I did for the ones that I sold at the craft fair. That's just really cute. I like it a lot. All the way around. Put some in there. And I'm not exactly sure where it's all going to cut out, so we're going to put a few extra in here just so it's filled up. Oh, and I forgot to stamp off. Oh, bummer. Well, one that's a little bit darker. Let's see how it goes. Oh, look at that. It's not even going to show. Phew. So now I'm going to take this, and I've got my cut and emboss right behind me, so I'm going to quickly cut that out. Okay? So I've just got it sitting on a table behind me so I don't have to put it right in front of you. And I'll get that all cut out. You hear it cracking, don't you? Yeah. Okay, so this is going to go on top of here, and look, my little whoops of my too dark green didn't even show. So that looks really good. And then what I'm going to do is use some retired cherry cobbler ribbon that I had. It's super pretty, and the stripe theme goes with the stripe on the paper, so I thought that was kind of cool. So then we'll take that and just wrap it around here. So I'll just cut off enough to fit around there. And we'll tape the back. Put our adhesive on there. Sometimes it gets stuck on the paper like it is now, and I didn't bring any glue, so I hope, darn it, not doing real well with that. There we go. A little bit more. I am really struggling there. Shoot. And I can't do much about it. Okay, let's try one more time. See if we can't get something down there. Oh, I got a little on there. Next time I'll make sure I bring my glue along. Okay, so I've got the ribbon there. And then we will put it, what I'm going to do, because I was struggling with the tape, is I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this one. And then we'll pop it up on the green, where before I was just leaving it flat. And popped up the whole green. Make sure I got enough tape on that. Okay, so now we'll pop it up on the green. We're almost done with this one. They're so cute. Nancy, I know you like them too. And they're so quick and easy to do also. You can use anything. And these will be great for me to make for all year round. They don't have to be just for Christmas. You can do happy birthday or just because or a treat for you or something like that. So now I popped them up so they'll have a little depth, and then I'm going to pop it up one more time. But first I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon through here and tie a knot. And I could have done either side, more white or more red, and I ended up with the more red, and that is perfectly fine. And we'll put that, like so, and then it's kind of fun with this one. I just follow the lines on it. For cutting, so it makes it nice and even. There we go. And I'm going to put some dimensionals right behind here now. And we'll pop it up, and then we are all done with this one. Super quick and easy. And what I should do, you know, I made mini wine bottle holders. I'm thinking of sizing this down so I can make tags for the little mini wine bottles also, because I think that would be real easy to figure out. That'll be a challenge for me this week. I'm all done with my craft fairs. I had very successful craft fairs. Very happy with how they all turned out. And look at that, guys. Oh, I actually like the 2 layers of dimension now on it. I think that's pretty cool. There you go. There's number 1. So now let's finish number 2. All right. So for this one, I used the layering circles, which is retired, okay? I used the layering circles, and I have to find the right one. I had it pulled out. There it is. Okay, so I've already cut out the cherry cobbler, and now I'm going to stamp this one. 'Tis the Season. I'm going to stamp that one in cherry cobbler and cut it out. I love that one. I think it's so pretty. Well, I like this whole stamp set. So I'm going to turn around and cut that one out on my cut and emboss, okay? You'll hear some more cracking back here. And we'll get that all cut out and ready to go. Oh, not so bad this time. So now I have this ready to go on here, and I don't know, I'm kind of thinking of doing a double pop-up again. Let's see how it turns out. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Nothing. It's all good. So we'll pop up both layers. I'll make it kind of cool. Like it. And now the layering circles are ones that I've never gotten rid of. And on this though, I just thought of it, I could have used the deckled circle dies. Used the rectangle ones. I could have used, we have deckled circles too, I should have used that. Or could have used, not that, not should have. This is perfectly fine too. So now I have it popped up that way. And now I'm going to pop it up one more time on here. And I'm just going to put a little bling on there, and we are going to call it done. And the colors are great. The Mossy Meadow and the Cherry Cobbler is such a great combo. All right. So now I'm going to just center it on here. And then, oh, I love it. I love the depth on it. Really cool. So now I've dug out all of my old bling from Christmas time, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I could do silver pearls, or I could use this green. I think I'm going to keep it light, and I'm going to use silver pearls on there. All right. And we'll just do 2 of them down here. Oh, I like those. That looks nice. And we'll do 1 up here. And there you have it, guys. There's the second one, all done, quick and easy. You can write on the back. You could stamp to and from before you even put anything on the front, and you are all good to go. You could put bling on here if you wanted to, but I just don't think it needs it. So there it is. Nancy, thank you for joining me. Anybody else watching the replay, I hope you enjoy this, and we'll catch you next Sunday at 6 o'clock. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks. Bye.